I'm Mansi and we are live at the Glam Studio, and today we have a senior artist with us, Sapna.
Hi.
Say hi. You guys can go check out her Instagram handle. It's Sapna Wear Makeup. She's a senior artist. She has 20 years of experience and she does a lot of editorial work and she does magazine cover makeup and stuff. So that's why Sapna's going to do a runway look for us today.
Right. Well, I'm going to start now, and as I'm doing her face, please keep the questions coming. I'm more than happy to answer. So I've started her face. I've just put a little moisturizer and added a little glow cream. And I'm going to start now by doing her eyes. Okay, so the reason I mean, people do it differently, but the reason I do it this way is because always when you put eyeshadow, you have some amount of fallout of the eyeshadow onto your, your below, the patch below your eyes and stuff like that. And if you have already done your foundation and concealer, then that eyeshadow falls, then you have to clean it out. It creates weird stains. If you're doing a smoky eye, then you'll have black fallout of eyeshadow. So I always prefer to do do the eyes first and then go in with the foundation, because then I can clean the skin again, prep it again just before I do the foundation. We live in a country where it is hot 8 months of the year. Our skin is very porous, it gets oily very fast. Also, there's lots of humidity, lots of moisture everywhere. So whenever you do put any color to your face, your skin needs to have some sort of coating below that kind of blocks the pores and stuff like that and doesn't absorb the products. If you wear eyeshadow, your skin is going to absorb the product and you're not going to get ultimate pigment color come out of the eyeshadow. So when you prime your eyes, your skin takes to the color beautifully. That's why you have to wear a primer.
I feel like primers not only make your skin look smooth, but it's kind of like a skincare also, right?
It is. It moisturizes the skin. It gives it that, I don't know what it does. I feel like it just has this soft, silky effect on the skin. Yeah,
I feel like it stops the makeup from getting into your pores.
Yeah. Exactly.
Especially people who wear it all the time for work and stuff.
Yeah.
So what are you doing now?
So I've chosen this wine color, and I've just put it on the outer half section of the eyelid. And now I'm going to blend. And then once I see how that blends, then I'm going to decide what other color I'm going to use.
Okay.
So just take it step by step, whatever comes in my head.
So step 1 primer, step 2 crease color, then the deeper color in the outer corner.
Absolutely. What I used is it's not flat, it's not round, it's flattish, but it's rounded at the edges, and it's quite thick on the coverage. So to apply the eyeshadow, it gives all the pigment comes out onto the eyelid. That's exactly how you use it. But to contour, I'm using a slightly round brush. It looks like a paintbrush more or less. It just fits into the crease also and blends really easily.
What are you doing now?
So I'm going with the wine color that I use on your outer eyelid was a little frosted. So I'm going in on your inner eyelid with a very similar color but
different texture.
Matte, yeah. And then I'm just gonna take my blending brush and blend that whole thing together.
All right.
So I use a combination of wine colors. One was a frosted wine color and one was more towards a dark pink with a little touch of wine color in it. on the lids. Right now I'm going in with a dark brown, which doesn't seem so dark brown because it's mixing with the wine color. It also has a little shimmer in it. So with a smoky eye, essentially you can use all dark shades. You can use bottle green, you can use midnight blue, you can use a dark blue, a dark brown, lots of, but you have to have, it has to, a smoky eye has to have a little element of black. With a little element of black, you can use other dark colors, which actually makes it look really, really amazing. You can see that I'm just now blending all these colors in from the crease to the transition color. So now I'm going to use a gold right in the center of her eyelid so that the whole look just pops. I'm going to finish off this look now with little eyeliner. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, primer is something that you need to put on your skin because our skin gives out so many oils and we live in an extremely hot and humid country where nothing really stays on our skin. So when you put primer, you give your skin a base. Actually, the color sticks on. Otherwise, the color can run. I mean, it will not really catch on. Look at me. It doesn't really catch on, so it's very essential to wear primer. Firstly, it makes sure that the eyeshadow gets on well. It gives you the real color of the eyeshadow. It stays longer and doesn't come off. Silver or gold are actually pearl, which is between silver and gold, or a champagne gold, but yeah, essentially only silver and gold. It's the eyeliner by MyGlamm. Stay Defined.
So what Sapna said at the beginning of the video when she meant after she's done with the eyes to wipe the skin.
You might just not want to wear your moisturizer below your foundation every time because that will create even more oiliness on your face unless you manage to find yourself a compact or a finishing powder or a foundation that is specifically controlling your oiliness on the face. I also have oily skin, so I don't really use a moisturizer. I use something that is called a primer because the primer holds on to the moisture and it makes sure your makeup stays intact, especially your foundation. So I would suggest a primer that has a little moisture value in it, which is perfect.
But I would recommend that you should use a primer if you're going to wear makeup often because it acts like a barrier in between your skin and your makeup and it actually helps your skin stay healthier and also look a lot more smoother and even when the makeup is applied over it. It's really cool the way Sapna uses our brow powder. She kind of takes the product on a brush and then applies it onto the skin. She doesn't use the wand directly. So that's also another way you guys can use the brow powder, especially people who are finding it really difficult to get the brow powder to look natural. Because you need to be like light-handed if you're directly using the product from the tube. So this is a great trick actually. Do you prefer like brown or black stuff?
I prefer brown. This is also a very, very intense brown,
right,
which is perfect for our Indian eyebrows, yeah.
It's really great.
It's fab.
Yeah.
And when I use it with a brush, I just get the right kind of coverage I want. If I use it with this, unless someone has very thick eyebrows,
But I really love this trick that you use. I'm always going to use this product like that now. It's really very smart actually.
I always believe as a rule, whenever I'm doing any makeup on anyone's face, I always believe you go in with very little product. If you need more, you can add it on. But if you go in with too much, you're going to have a problem trying to take it off.
Right.
So it's better you just start slow. So in any case, with everything I do, I always just go easy on the product.
Right.
Generally, when you do eyeliner, you start on the inside of the eye. You take it really slow. Start with a very thin line, and as soon as you come to the center of the eyelid, you can round it up a little bit, like a slight extra curve than you do on the inside of the eye. Then once you move to the side, you just take it a little slow. It depends how much wing you want. You hold your brush at the corner of the eye and make a stroke, a diagonal stroke, and join the eyeliner. I mean, how can I help you? Eyeliner only comes with a lot of practice. Okay, so I'm a very firm believer in lip liner. So what lip liner does is firstly outlines your lips. It shows you exactly, makes life easier, exactly where you need to wear your lipstick. You wear your lipstick on top of the liner, not before. You don't end your lipstick before the liner. And by wearing a liner, you make sure that you don't have any sort of since your lipstick doesn't travel outside your lip area and move on to your skin. So the liner makes it
long lasting.
Yeah, it just holds the lipstick there.
I think like because lip liner have like a drier texture.
It does,
right.
Thicker texture.
In fact, I feel like wine shades and stuff look great.
Fabulous.
On dusky skin.
Okay, so I'll tell you how I work about this. Is that depending on the outfit, I always choose my lipstick first. After choosing the lipstick, then I choose the color of the eyeshadows. So if you're wearing a dark lipstick, like a red or a maroon, or burgundies, or wine colors, dark pinks, your eyeshadow and your eye makeup has to be very minimalistic. You stick to using only one color on your contour and an eyeliner or a kohl pencil on the under eye, so that you know you want to make your lipstick pop. But if you're wearing a light lipstick like I am here right now, I've given her a nude shade. That's because her eyes are heavy. So coming back to your question, yes, of course you can wear dark colors on wheatish skin tones.
Right.
Okay.
Like I think it looks more contemporary.
Yeah,
like the eyes
yeah,
are heavier,
absolutely.
the lips are more like just.
Absolutely. Okay. So I'm going to do your contour now. I use powder contours on clients. I use a cream contour on myself.
Did you feel like cream contours look a lot more natural?
So I feel a cream contour gives you a more defined look,
Right.
but I find it easier to use a cream contour on myself. But whereas on clients like I'm doing for you now, I prefer just using a powder.
I like to layer both. I like how that looks.
Both the looks, yeah.
Yeah, the cream and then a powder over it.
Yeah.
But you can do both. You have to try both and see which looks great and which is easier to do also. If for an everyday makeup application, I would obviously only just do powder contour. I wouldn't do that many steps.
Yeah, it's
just too much effort and.
True.
It's not required, but if I had to be on camera, maybe I would do. And we're just going to finish off the skin because Sapna likes to work backward and right, skin is the last step, right?
It is, but I still have your mascara left.
Yeah, that's. So you're using the shimmer powder?
Yeah.
So Sapna really loves the shimmer powder. Want to talk about it?
Okay, so this is... The first time I used it, I went all out and I just dipped a brush and I went like that and my... It looked like I'd emptied the whole bottle on my face. But it's really, really good.
I'm going to put it on Sapna's shoulders once she's done. So if I have this, if I'm going anywhere out now, ever since I've had my Glow to Glamour, and ever since I started playing with it, every time I have anything there, I just put it everywhere, all over my body. And like my skin really looks very even in pictures because of it.
Straight. Mascara. So it's the Glow to Glamour by MyGlamm. It's fabulous and it comes with, it's a 2-in-1 with a setting in powder also.
Right.
Which is really nice, which is what I used just after putting on her foundation to pack in the foundation. Look up.
Also, you like the chisel lid highlighter, right?
Oh, love that.
So she's used both. She first used the shimmer powder, I think like all over kind of.
Yeah.
And then the chisel lid highlighter, a little more.
Yeah, come Amrina.
So Amrina's going to open my bangs for y'all and reveal my look. So I want to ask you a quick question before you finish this. You've been here all day, you've got a chance to play with our products. If you could recommend any 3 products that people must have from MyGlamm, what would they be?
Okay, so first I would go in for this one, which I loved, is the setting and the finishing powder with the Glow to Glam. And, okay, I did it the wrong way.
No.
And the other one was the...
So Glow to Glamour one, we get a brownie point from Sapna.
So, and I thought the mascara was fantastic. Really, really good. I never find the right mascara, by the way. I've been hunting for the last 15 years. And this is the bronzer palette.
Chisel it.
I'm sorry, the Chisel It with the highlighter, which is fab. This is the pearl one. They also have one in gold, which is really nice. It's slightly milder color of the blush for slightly more wheater skin people. The glow is also more golden. This is more on the pearl side because it's for darker skin. So this palette is for slightly wheater skin and this is for slightly fairer people. But I could just combine both and use them. I'm quite in love with both of them.
Yeah, and I mean, if you had to get one, then definitely Dusky.
Dusky one,
but
yeah.
they both work great on Indian skin tones.
You look fab, by the way.
Can't wait to see my look. So thank you very much, Sapna. And this is my final look, guys. I hope you had fun. And please tune into my Glam's page every day at 4 o'clock to see more live videos like this with great artists like Sapna.
Thank you.
And thanks for time. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.